And the World Economic Forum says the fourth industrial revolution is upon us. What's it all mean for the Philippines? Winston Damarillo, Chief Strategy Officer at PLDT, is fresh from Davos and joins us live to talk more. The world is on the brink of the next industrial revolution. That was all the talk during the recently concluded World Economic Forum in Davos. To tell us more about that, we have Winston Damarillo, Chief Strategy Officer of PLDT. Hi, Winston. So you were there in Davos. So tell us, what's the fourth industrial revolution?
Hi, Jean. Good morning. It's good to be out of negative 9-degree weather. Davos is very interesting this year. We talked about this state of the world in fourth industrial revolution, and everybody's really excited about it in Davos. The fourth industrial revolution is really a state of capability. So we've evolved since the very early days of industries coming to affect humanity, from the first industrial revolution where they invented steam and machines come into play, and we used that in things like locomotive, which really accelerated the progress of us with transport. Followed by the second industrial revolution, which is the invention of electricity, right? And where we are able to then create manufacturing, divided the work, and produced more and more capabilities for humanity. The third industrial revolution, which we're in, predominantly was heralded by computing and computers, right? Where we have IT impacting the way we experience the information industry. The fourth industrial revolution is
in the same lifetime.
In the same lifetime. Now, the internet and the computing industry came about 1969, and it's been affecting and improving our lives since then. The fourth industrial revolution is simply just the next stage for that, where we're combining so many new things that we think will have profound change to how we live and how industries will look like in the next 10 years.
So you're talking about automation, artificial intelligence?
It combines so many things that have been building up. So first of all, digital and IT has continued to progress. What used to be just computers and the internet is now evolved to having big data and analytics and predictable prediction based on data and technology. We're now able to print things we can think of, right? The digitization of physical goods.
How will that affect the Philippines? How will that affect our industry?
Well, it's going to affect the industry in general because it's really redefining how industries and businesses will operate going forward. So phenomenon like Uber and Airbnb, the sharing economy, that's brought by capabilities of the fourth industrial revolution. Platforms are easier to come in. It's easier to now remediate things like transportation and hospitality because computers are easy to now acquire. That the way we do business is now affected. Uber is the largest company in transportation without owning a single car, right? And that's simply leveraging technology and the ability for the internet to connect people
So
together.
It's really changing the business models. But you mentioned that people were excited in Davos, but there are also a lot of fear and concern. One is the loss of jobs. And even an ADB report says 20% of jobs in the Philippines could be lost because of all these technological developments.
Well, 20% of traditional jobs will be affected. But what I'm really excited about with the fourth industrial revolution is all these capabilities will bring about micro-entrepreneurship in a really big way. And I think that's exciting for us Filipinos because we like to be in that space. We have so many micro-entrepreneurs in the country, the sari-sari stores, the people that are doing their own business, and we're natural entrepreneurs. What the fourth industrial revolution will bring to us is a platform to make that happen.
So are you saying that this will provide a better equalizing opportunity that from small players to big players if they take advantage of technology?
Small players will look like big players, right? So we now have a supercomputer in our hands in the mobile phone. We now have near ubiquitous connectivity that's coming up, right? We now have the ability to advertise and be known, right? Simply by advertising in Google, simply by using technologies like geofencing in phones.
How do we prepare for this industrial revolution?
Embrace technology.
When you talk about a revolution, it's all about upending everything. It's never painless. So what's the best way to deal with it?
Well, the best way for it is to be familiar with technology, not to be afraid of it. The revolution is a lot less about technology, but a lot more about the culture, right? They talk about the future of telco. It's going to be different. The future of banks. Will there be banks? The future of retail, right? What if we don't look at retail stores, just warehouses where we actually print our clothes at SM or at Jollibee or at Robinsons, right? And think about the world where goods are on demand. Right? If you need a cup, you print a cup, right? Instead of going shopping for it. So if that's coming about, and it's almost here, right? Tesla demonstrated a self-driving car, right? They can now fetch you from parking lot to yourself. Self-driving cars is upon us. And so if those changes start to really become real in the market, what does that do for Toyota or what does that do for Honda, right? And if peer-to-peer banking, Bitcoin phenomena actually becomes mainstream, what does that do to BDO? What does that do to BPI? What does that do to our mainstream industry?
So this is really going to be a big change, and you're saying that we cannot succumb to fear, but we need to embrace it, and it's going to force everyone to
we have to attack it.
Look at innovation.
And if you look at the attitude and the mindset in Davos, everybody's looking at this as something exciting, not just for the industries, but also for even social enterprise, where we can, make the impact of technology much more significant in how it affects our lives positively.
Thank you very much, Winston, for sharing all those thoughts with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
After the break,